My name is Noga Levy-Rappaport. I'm 17 and I'm here to make a change because I believe no one should ever have to ask permission to save the world. In this programme, I'm going to be discussing the preparations and the lead up for one of the biggest marches students have ever organised and taken part in. I'm feeling very optimistic about the march. It's such a powerful thing for students to come and say their piece and say, I'm here to make a stand, I'm here to make a difference, I'm here to change the world. The first UK school strike for climate change took place in February. I went along to the London March with my friends. And for me, going to that first strike in February was something I had to do. There was no way I could avoid it or make any excuses to myself. It was, you've learned about this your whole life, this is finally your opportunity to go and do something about it, even if you're just another number in a massive crowd. But obviously when I got there, I decided that that wouldn't be me.
Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy.
With people gathered chanting and with no organisers in sight, I got together with a couple of others and we started to march.
I'll go to the front and I'll bring them to here. I'll bring them to here. Okay.
At that point, everything sort of went in slow motion for me because it was just me walking out onto this road with a line of people, the boy in the barrier and the boy with the megaphone, and then the rest of the crowd. And that was literally just me taking that step onto the road and thinking, this is really scary, what if no one follows me? But also thinking, I have to do this, no one's going to say anything about a bunch of kids sitting on the grass.
Hadn't seen Noga at all in the day, there were so many people, and then all of a sudden I just literally saw her shouting, right, we're just going to go to Trafalgar Square, and everyone just followed through down the road.
My friend Caitlin was in the crowd.
And then Noga was just leading them, she was like, everyone hold hands, we need to show that we are one, that we are unified.
What do we want?
When we got to Trafalgar Square, someone asked me to say a few words.
This is stuff the government has to implement immediately. If they wish to prevent climate change, if they wish that over the next 12 years, our planet will not fall into an apocalypse.
Then I sort of took a moment, I gave a speech and I took a moment, I called my mum and I went, Mum, I've sort of got everyone marching. I just thought I'd let you know in case anything happens.
We want change.
In that moment, I think we were all very elated and feeling as if the bravery had sort of paid off. I have some experience of organisation. I helped set up a space for young people when I was 15 so that we could share and learn from each other. I combined running the theatre company with my A-levels, and now with this as well. I am just a kid like any other kid. I think having been in theatre for a while has given me the confidence and the leadership skills that I needed, the ability to not back down and to not hesitate when eyes are on me. Over the next few days, people were still waking up to hear about the strike, and people that were close to me had sort of learned what I'd done.
There was a sign that stuck out for me from the day, and it said, when the leaders act like children, the children have to become the leaders. And I think that just summarised the whole day and the events that have come up since then, such as the work that Noga's doing.
I have quite a few papers with me, if that helps. I have black, white, primary colours and greens and stuff.
Did you guys all come to the last one?
I'm working with organisers across the UK to plan our second school strike. The big difference this time is there will be a global strike on March 15th.
Oh, yeah, because we've got some food.
We've started making banners and we're linked via social media.
We put a little message out, would anyone like to bring food, and then we can all share
it. Feels like I'm getting to know the other organisers, Natasha and Sophie for example. They're both 17 and are in Exeter.
Try and think of some rhymes, because people remember rhymes.
Rhymes are great.
There have been literally hundreds of people that have contacted me on Instagram and asked questions about it or said, you know, this is great, well done for doing this.
Because we're planning on going to the City Council to hand them an open letter.
The entire sort of actions of Youth Strike for Climate have been so heavily publicised on Instagram, and it's so easy to ask questions and get in contact with people and share posts and images.
So on Instagram you can put all of your stories into little highlights, and one of our highlights is friends, and it's loads of what people are doing abroad, so
France and Sweden and stuff.
Yeah. We issued a challenge this morning to all the major political leaders.
Press release has to go out next week, which means that the emails are going to stop.